Good morning and welcome to BJC Mitzvah A, number 117, part 5 of Mitzvah A, keeps your soul on its way. And today, being Erev Rosh Hashanah, the last day of the year, I want to wish everyone a Kesiva v'Chaziva Tova. It should be written and sealed in the Book of Life for a happy, healthy, sweet New Year, the best year yet. And here we go, continuing with today's mitzvah, the prohibition to bring leaven or honey as an offering. I'm not sure if we can finish today. We might. It might go a little bit longer if we do, so I might keep the second part for Motzi Shabbos. So let's see. The Chinuch notes that on account of this prohibition, one must take precautions to ensure that the mincha offering does not become leavened. Another law is that one may not soak the wheat kernels intended for mincha offerings before they are ground, lest they become chametz. Nevertheless, the sages of blessed memory said in Menachos that the baked mincha offerings were kneaded in lukewarm water, and Kohanim would guard them to ensure that they did not become chametz. For the Kohanim are diligent. They're known to be diligent in their work and are careful that the dough should not become chametz. The soaking of the kernels prior to their grinding, however, is not necessarily performed by diligent people, since it is not done in the temple. The Chinuch now resumes the discussion of the prohibition against offering leaven or honey on the altar. Leaven and honey are forbidden in the slightest amount to be brought on the altar. As it is stated, you shall not burn from it. That is to say, even the slightest amount. One is not liable unless he burned them together with the offering, or as an offering in their own right. Whether one burns them by themselves or burns mixtures in which they are contained, he incurs lashes. However, if one burned them by themselves as wood, i.e., he used them as fuel on the altar's pyre, he is exempt from punishment. For it is stated, and to the altar they shall not go up as a pleasant aroma, which implies you may not bring them up as a pleasant aroma, i.e. an offering, but you may bring them up as wood. These laws, as well as the additional details of the mitzvah, are set forth in Tractate Menachos. What do you say? Should we push forward? Let's push forward. The Rambam, Maimonides of blessed memory, reckoned the prohibition of offering leaven and honey as one prohibition. That is to say, that if one offered both leaven and honey together, he would incur only one set of lashes. And so too, if he offered each one on its own, he would incur separate lashes for each one. The Rambam gave a reason for his opinion, namely, that this is a generalized prohibition. And in the case of generalized prohibitions such as this one incurs a single set of lashes for two things. However, the Ramban, Nachmanides of blessed memory, disagreed with the Rambam. And in his view, we had to reckon leaven and honey as two prohibitions. Thus, if one were to burn both leaven and honey together, he'd be liable to two sets of lashes. With respect to the Rambam's opinion, the Ramban said that he does not see a generalized prohibition here, because with regard to chametz, it has an explicit prohibition specific to it. As it is stated, it shall not be baked leavened. Therefore, regarding the prohibition of honey, even though leaven is mentioned together with it, we should say that the honey prohibition is interpreted as a separate commandment on its own. It emerges then, according to the Ramban, Nachmanides, that there's a prohibition for each one, honey and leaven. The rest of Rambam's and Ramban's proofs in support of their respective positions appear in their book, so you can find their books. This mitzvah applies only in the time of the temple, the Beis Hamikdash, and only to male Kohanim, male priests, as the avoda, the service, is entrusted to them. We finished. Thanks for listening to Sponsor Future Mitzvah 36 100 of the Gold. Have a wonderful day. See you Motzi Shabbos.